This brief video will show you how to add a family with photo in the MyCongregation software. First thing we do is click on the Family Contact Maintenance form. This will open up a new window, and in it at first you can see it'll go to the first record. We already have some information in the database, but we can also go through, we can scroll and we can view families that are currently in there using this scroll button. We can also search for families by clicking on this search button as well. And move that over so you can see it. So I can put a name. I can search by name only, or I can search by all fields. Maybe I want to search by an email address. So I can search the database and find families and click on them, or I can scroll through just by using the scroll bar. If I want to add a new family, I simply click New, and it gives me a blank family form. So let's go ahead and put in the Smith family. First thing it'll do is say, hey, you already have a Smith family. Are you modifying this one, or would you like to add a new one? So I'm going to say none of these. I'm going to add a new one. Using the defaults, it'll automatically assign some information to home number and city, state, and zip. So I'm going to show you how that works. We'll go ahead and fill in the information. I'll keep it brief here. And tab through. I can also put in a default family email. Again, it'll use defaults that are set up in administration. So my defaults are set to Boston, Massachusetts with 1002. This is really handy for when you're adding families, and most families live in the same geographic area. We also have this drop down for family groups, but we're not going to get into that. You can watch the family group video and get more information. Notice I can put in information about each parent. It'll default to the same last name as the family, but I can also put in a new last name or a different last name. Again, we have defaults for cell work. We have emails for each parent. I'm going to go ahead and put in that's probably way too old, or too young, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and put in a birthday, but the year is not required. That year date is not required. Some people don't like to put in the year. We can also put in, as you see, the occupation. And again, some other information, and fill in all the details as to what you're collecting. We can also do the same thing with the children. We can put in their gender and also their birthday. So as you can see, we can fill out complete information for each family member. We also have a form for additional information, maybe emergency contact information, and then just general notes, maybe things that you collect that you don't see in some of the fields. And here's our photo field. Simply right-click, select Load, and it will go to your file manager and look for a picture. So let's scooch this down a little bit so you can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and look for a file and a picture. And again, you just look for your pictures. We'll just select one here. Just selecting any picture. But basically you load up your pictures, and it's that simple. I think you enjoy this picture here, my young children having fun. So basically that's as simple as that, to put in family information, child's information, and again additional information. One other feature that I didn't discuss is also the print flags. You can collect you can collect information, but it doesn't have to be printed. And what I mean by that is you might have somebody give you their cell and work, but they do not want that in the directory. For some of our smaller congregations, they use our database as a way of collecting complete information for families. So this is a real handy tool to allow you to collect the information but not necessarily have to print it. Again, some parents, or families would like to maintain some privacy, so we need to respect that. Email address is another common one that people don't want printed. The last feature that we have here is a second address. You might have some families that maybe have an address that they go to during the winter. Let's say if you live in one of the colder environments and you want to put that in the directory. We also may have some family members that live in a nursing home, so they have 2 addresses. So the second address can be used any way you see fit, but it does give you some more flexibility with the addresses. So that's how you put in a family in the database. Again, go ahead and add your families. You also, one other thing is you can inactivate a family. Let's say a family leaves the area for a while and you don't want to delete them. You can make them inactive without having to actually delete them from the database. So again, another handy tool. Thank you for taking a look at this quick video, and please feel free to browse the other videos to get more information.